So Derek's is Derek's team starting defenders? Okay. He's trying to hide what team got me red. Oh yeah, Neon will be disabled for the tournament. Oh. Um. Yeah, I feel like we'll start at. You guys can split up. We'll start at 9. I guess they didn't have a strong opinion on what map they wanted to play. They just wanted to avoid fracture. They're matching their banners. Quintuple? Wait, but he didn't change his banner to the right one yet. Oh, I see. That's how it's IGL, IGL. You got this. You got it. And now that's 9, we will be starting right now. Good luck to both teams. And we are going into our first match of day 2 of the tournament. Yesterday, Team 2, I believe, has already 2-0'd and qualified onto the finals, but we will be also seeing Team 1 compete tomorrow. So, um, pull up for that as well. Games will be starting at 7. We'll have both games happening tomorrow on Saturday. And just like yesterday, we will have Ascent as our first map pick here. Alright, that works too, yeah. Then, yes, pull up at 6. And we do see five Vipers being hovered by the attacker side. You know, you'd think they're playing replication here. Agent Roulette? I would be down to see some Agent Roulette. Sounds very exciting. I feel like they're going to switch at cover picks last minute. Yes, they all do. Um, we obviously see the incredibly common double duelist, single initiator controller, and sentinel comp from the attackers. Two initiators on the defenders with only one duelist instead. Yep, yep, I agree. Feel like stacking up on too many duelists on certain maps is not the most ideal strategy you want to be going for. And with that, we go into our buy phase for the first round. So, Lincoln, how do you feel about Ascent as a map comparative to the CTNT side, the attackers and defenders? Mhm. Peeks into one, gets the dink off. We'll just back off after getting the dink, seeing multiple players on, and the smoke does immediately come out. Oh, and the shock dart going to get Jet down, and so much damage done to the attackers. He's playing nerd lineups. Turret is placed down, they do spot it out. Probably know that at least one will be mid top. There's a lot towards mid though by the defenders. Jet the only one on A. But Sova could rotate up quickly, but they are really low due to that shock dart. Jet's behind dices. They hear this. They hear it. Gonna dash onto side. Everyone blinded. Another kill potentially coming out here. And the 3K going over to Jet. Flawless round for the defenders. Most value. Most value gun. But yeah, Classic is incredibly strong gun considering you could just shoot both one bullet and three at the same time, depending on the situation that you're firing at. So there were definitely many complaints about the Classic being a little bit too strong. And we do see the attackers once again hovering a little bit towards the A site. A lot of mid as well, a deep smoke. But Jet's gonna push up here. It's gonna dash out. Gets some damage onto a Sova, but also takes a lot from it. But has the Marshall. And the attackers will completely just rotate over to the other side. Killjoy's the only one here, but of course, Killjoy probably one of the best agents to try and hold the site with. And they do hear the footsteps, but there is an Ares on the Killjoy. And we do see Derek on the Killjoy here, actually. Flash is coming in from Pokeball, knows that there's much out, but A lot of airy spam coming in towards mid. And we are going to see another spam coming in. Nearly walks into it. And what will the attackers try and do here? And a tough situation for the attackers. Getting low, and the defenders really capitalize on that. And they take the second round, obviously. Mhm. So many Ares buys. Obviously, recently with the patch, Ares has been the go-to eco gun. It's, yeah, incredibly strong. That firing rate is absolutely ridiculous. It, it's honestly like better than the Odin, as some people say, and I would have to agree with that. Let's see what the attackers are trying to play around here. Reyna getting in deep towards mid. Unsure if the defenders know about this. We'll get one though. In towards market. Let's see what the attackers choose to do off that pick. They do have the numbers advantage. A lot of kills are util around here. Does shoot one. Did he spot the second molly as well though? And we have another pick towards mid, but he's not able to. And it's going to be tough, but they were on a non-gun round, so not too bad for the defenders. They bonused off the Ares from the last round, and there you have it. 4-1 situation is, yeah, never easy to play. But really good by the attackers. Um, play off that lurk really well to take over the A site. They won a lot of the duels. Let me see if I can fix that issue. Oh, the desktop audio is having issues. Let me look into this really quickly. We will see what the attackers will try and do in this situation. Yeah, I am unsure what is going on with the game sound. I'm trying to get it fixed as quickly as possible. Quick blind in from the Reyna by the attackers. They are trying to aggress this site as much as possible. The Killjoy ultimate is expended. One player is detained on site, but will stay alive. Will he be able to pick off any? He will get the brim low, but he's out of bullets and will go down. 3v4 situation. Defenders definitely don't have the guns. And an instant entry in by the Jet with the knives out, but does go down. Last one left is the Sova. Is able to get one. Not able to convert to the second, and that will be going on to go to the attackers.
30 seconds left.
Here, blocking sight.
Last player standing. Spike down mid.
Apologize everyone for the technical difficulties, but we have figured out what the issue was. And with that we do get closer here. Dog is Jet will get peeked out, will go down. The attackers did get a nice pick. They are probably going to play this side off of it. The Omen comes out with the blind. Dash comes in from Vanessa on the Jet. Gets flashed out from the sky and the Killjoy goes with the ultimate. Really good timing. Not sure if the attackers will choose to commit to the bomb here. The Jet will get one, but will be instantly traded out by the Sky. Do have 3 plays to 10 onto the attacker side. A little bit.
One enemy remaining.
That's 3.
And Brim's the last one left in a clutch 1v2 situation. And Omen will clutch it out, giving the defenders the 5th round.
Get out of my way!
Sky will dog in. Probably spot out some people. Knows of Rena's here. He's going to back up a little bit more safe. Did spot out the Jet all the way up. And it's just going to spam the smoke.
Hawk out!
A lot of the defenders rotated over. And the attackers do seem to be looking towards working the middle of the map. Sova is here. Potentially peek into the arena here. Will get a big shot. But Jet is nearby. But not able to get the Jet. And Namja Vanessa will take control of the mid site. And the attackers do seem to be trying to look towards working the middle of the map. But Sky gets a peek, but will be instantly traded out by the Brimstone.
Last player standing.
Last one left.
Spike
is just the
down
Jet on
A.
the knives.
30 seconds left.
And let's peek it, but will go down. Will see the attackers 3 towards the B side, 1 mid, and 1 onto A. Does step up or mid for information, but will instantly go down, not able to see that many players.
Enemy tag.
Spot on mid top, and 1 towards tiles. Even more maybe. A lot of valuable information coming toward the defenders. The attackers are playing it really slow. They are in eco. They're on an eco round, so.
It looks like they're leaning towards a B hit right now with mid control though.
So we'll see where they go from here. They're gonna go into 3 defenders on that site.
And rotating over back to mid. Holding the crosshair, thinking that attackers will try and play the middle of the site.
You should run.
But the killjoy ultimate comes out to B, so they know that they're trying to play on the side, maybe trying to get some picks before the TJ comes out. We'll spot the range.
30 seconds left.
But luckily, the Sova ultimate will trade out the killjoy ultimate. And the attackers are struggling with making this entry now. They don't have that killjoy. Does go down. They don't have a lot of time. Only 11 seconds left. And they are on an eco round.
10 seconds left.
Last
player
so
standing.
many mid.
Spike down B.
Only one remaining. Reyna with the Marshall in mid.
See if she can get a couple picks and grab a gun. But she gets picked off.
Defenders taking 7.
Last round in the half.
That we do take a quick look onto the scoreboard and the buyouts.
Here.
The attackers, now able to buy out, are going to try and bring it a little bit closer before the half ends here. They do have 5 towards stay side, but Jet is holding with the op. If they peek it slowly, but he spots one out, but he doesn't go for the aggressive kill and just chooses to hold the angle. Not able to get the kill, just dashes out. But they do know that there is a Jet with an op on the A side. But regardless, they choose.
Prepare for hellfire!
Actually, expensive brimstone. It does seem like they are going to aggress with the utility here if possible. Play it safely, and solo clean this up once again. The dog comes in from the sky. And we may see a lot meeting here in the mid. Reyna will blind. These are so many, but Jet is right behind him. He'll be able to get the pick. The op once again coming onto mid. 2 huge picks on the op.
Ground.
Fight situation. Jet able to make sure that op is down, but instantly gets traded out by the Sova right nearby. They are going to close the door. A 2v4 situation.
30 seconds
Trying to
left.
the bomb. Will almost get timing picked here, but the arrows do come out and the kills. Potentially. Killjoy able to get 2 there. It's a 2v2 situation, and the bomb is going down. Killjoy
Spike
is
planted.
incredibly low, but they still do have a chance in this 2v2 situation. They are going to drop down the turret. They know that there's 2
Placing
people
swarm
here.
grenade.
They
Swarm
heard
grenade
both
out.
shots.
Placing swarm grenade.
And all the
Swarm
utility being
grenade out.
expended to slow down their push here. But even then, the defenders do try to take the retake here, stick with it. But the recoil's gonna come out. They're gonna
Standing.
spot out the killjoy. It's a 1v2 situation. He's playing from hell. He's going to get one. And no, the Sova is able to get the other Sova, and
You
will
failed.
be able to
Now
touch
flee.
out around for his team in that 2v1 situation.
Switching
And
sides.
we will be going on to the second half here. Switch from the attack and defense side. I'm gonna see really if that switches up how the second half will play out here. Once again, the attackers who were on the defensive side will hover a lot towards the A side here. All 5 sitting around right here.
See if this Reyna can get an early pick with this Deagle.
Here's
And decides to back off instead of aggressing.
will not be able to pick up the Jet and get scanned out. Will retreat to hell. They know that he's hell. He gets staked and will go down.
Spike planted.
Lot of aggressive peeks onto site right now. The blind comes out.
Nailed them.
But we'll be able to get when he peeks a little bit too close, but instantly gets traded out by the Sky. It's a 2v3
No
situation.
target.
And that
One
shot will
enemy
be able to make
remaining.
into 2v2, but back into 2v1, instantly traded
Blinded.
out by the Sky. And they know that the last one's happening. They're going to close the door and play safely. Does scan, and they do get blind. And a 4K going over to Pokeball on the Sky, giving the attackers another round. With that, we take another look out into the loadouts. Very curious to see what the defenders will choose to do. They do seem to be trying to get a forced light by here, as they don't feel like they can lose any more rounds here, probably. Tough situation for them, 5 rounds down. They don't even have the power of the 9-3 curse on their side. So many Ares buys here. Very curious to see when Riot will choose to make that change onto the Ares. Incredibly strong gun into the meta right now. At 1600
One
credit,
down.
so much value. And the Spectre on the attacker side, able to take complete mid control.
Shut down.
They will be able to just take on the B side here. Sova here all by himself. It still is a 4v4 situation. He hears so many footsteps here, having to play it safe. And I think they spot him out. And he's going to dink one, do so much damage, but he will go down. It's a 2v4 situation. And the defenders being on a forced light by, they kind of have to take this round if possible. 2v4 situation, they're able to trade one. They're able to get
player
another.
standing.
No, they're not. But it's a 1v2 situation.
Turn out.
But she's only at 35 HP against guns that are able to do so much damage. And will also peek down the Sova, doing so much damage, but will go down. Another run going to the attackers. And that just really hurts the defenders' economy here. They forced the buys, but they weren't able to take the round. And let's see what they will choose to go for in terms of loadouts going into this next round. Really tough loss for them
Placing
to
sentry.
buy out and not be able to get that round.
Yeah, it looks like they're deciding to force out again, which means that they lose this round, they're gonna have no buy on the round going to match point.
Yep.
We'll see how this goes.
Still in sight.
Peeking mid. The Killjoy is lurking. Styles is damaged quite a lot. I think by the Marshall. Must
Scanning
be a
ahead.
body shot.
Found them.
Just dice, and then they're going to spam it, but and the kill goes over to 2 people on the defender side. Maybe they're really able to clutch it out. The attackers, only 3 people remaining. The healing coming up onto the Killjoy. But it looks so tough for them in this situation. So much map control over to the defender side. Even if no one is pushing up B, mid does seem to be a little bit too scary for the attackers to try and approach. And they are going to slowly approach into the A site. The smokes are coming out from the Omen.
Cover going out.
The flash comes through. They don't hear anything. And played a little bit slow. A little bit scared of what may come up from the defenders. All 5 still up.
30
They feel
seconds
like there
left.
may be people still on site, even though everyone did retreat off. He's going to get picked off the
Spike
range.
down A.
And traded out on the sheriff. A lot of people being dropped by the Killjoy. And there is a flank by the Jet against the Judge, but
10 seconds left. Last player
probably not want to
standing.
peek out, but
Spike
he's able to get
down
it with the
A.
sheriff, but the bomb is just too far in, and he's just gonna run in, trying to do as much damage, maybe try and get a kill, get some guns off the defenders, and that will go to the defenders. So it does seem like that force was the correct play for the defenders, able to take that round, and let's see what they will do into this next round, and the attackers as well.
Turret out.
Attackers getting buyouts on almost everyone. The Omen will choose to stick with the light shields and the Ares. The defenders trying to buy out whatever they can, taking as many rounds as possible. Obviously, if they only give up 3 here, it's game over, so they have to play a little bit more aggressively. Try and take as many rounds as possible, as quickly as possible. Out with the arc, but Jet will dash out. That is some damage done though to the attacker side. There is an Ares fight here.
I've got
So
your
much damage
trail.
done by the Brimstone, but will go down. Only 10 HP on the Omen, and they hear the Sky Ultimate coming out. The Sky Ultimate will land. Not able to clear the cabbage quickly enough, and the defenders in a really tough situation at 3v5. There is Jet on the flank though, and he is incredibly low, but able to get the kill even with only 10 HP. Lurking
Last player
Pizza,
standing.
and only 1 player left on the defenders. Jet, Namja Finesser, what can you do? How many kills can you get in this situation? But it's that they know that he's
Enemy
here, he's
kill.
able to get 1, and will be instantly traded out by the Killjoy. And the attackers will take that round. Really capitalizing on that strong mid push, taking down the Brimstone, and really good positioning. I don't think the defenders were expecting on the retake for these people to be in these specific situations. We are going to see action towards the B side.
Here.
Let's see what the defenders' buyout is. And it seems like they generally are allotting to save, maybe go for buys the next round.
Turret out.
Revealing
That
area.
does seem like what they're planning to do. They do quickly destroy the recon ball.
You should run.
They're trying their hardest to buy hold here, but attackers, they're not in the best situation. So they're going to aggress here. The defenders are all trying to run out. One player does get detained, is out of the open, and does get peeked and will not be traded out. The defender is trying to hold his body, but damage coming out to Sky from the Killjoy utility. Still looking to the defenders in the 4v5, but a lot of damage coming on. They are able to get a kill. And let's see what they can do here in this 4v4 situation, but they don't have guns. Let's see if they can try and clutch this round out, even with the gun. And they may be able to. The 4v2
One
situation.
enemy remaining.
1 person left on the attacker side, sitting in boathouse. But one player is incredibly low. They don't have guns, and they're not going to clear the corner. And he's
One enemy
trying to
remaining.
spam. And the Molly is able to get one, but a clutch coming out from the defenders, and they will get the bomb defused. So they will be taking this round. Incredible thrifty round coming from the defenders
That
here.
gives them everything and me, well,
This puts them
nothing.
back into the game.
With enough money to buy this next round as well, so that was a huge round. If they lost that, they would have been going into match point with just eco guns like, I guess, the broken areas and pistols. Ooh, we have an op buy coming out on Derek.
Interesting to see the op buy out on the Killjoy.
On attack, nonetheless.
Yep. Definitely not the agent you would commonly be seeing this op buy on, and he will instantly pick up the cab, but Jet is close on the right. Really good to see. He does see it. He will just walk out safely, but he does hit the Jet through the wall. A lot of damage coming out. Namja Finesse are incredibly low. And we will see a lot of the attackers here. Towards the A site, the smoke does come out onto A, but it does seem like they are just going to be playing the middle of the site. That has been working really well for them so far, and it seems like they're going to a lot to do it again. The defenders playing a little bit safer towards A, a little bit hovered away from B site, and so many people here on Catwalk. Let's see if Killjoy will be able to hold in this situation. Everyone just walking into Cat with the right spray. Maybe everyone can go down here. Does hear the arrow here. Will not scan her out. It's kind of in the range where it's going to miss. But peeks out at a little bit of an unfortunate timing. But Reyna able to get to with the Empress
Spike
and will be able to
down
just dismiss out safely.
30
The
seconds
4v3
left.
situation. Attackers a little bit in disadvantage, and they don't have good control of space with this Reyna here, knowing that she is mid. And is going to try and peek into mine, but Reyna was on the other side, and it's a 2v4 situation.
One enemy remaining.
Vanessa getting another one. It's a 1v3 situation for and he will go down. 4K going over to Steppy on the Reyna. Really good performance by the defenders to try and keep their hopes alive onto this Ascent map pick in game 1. I'm gonna be really curious to see what the attackers will plan to do. It does seem like they are on an eco round now. So really good time for the defenders to capitalize on this money advantage.
Get out of
this
my
gun
way.
advantage, and try and go for something. And attackers once again playing the middle of the site. They are just going to rush in. Option not but the knives will go down. And it's immediately shaded out though. So much damage coming out onto Quacko. He's only at 11 HP. And Sova here on the lurk towards mid. Between this killjoy, they might meet. He does hear the jumping and an Omen teleports out.
No
but
more
he does
Sova.
get the headshot. Only at 11 HP. The cold veins he's got, able to get that absolutely ice cold aim, and is able to get the ultimate there, going to get onto the B site for his team. None of the defenders here ready for this push. It's a 3v4 situation, but Derek is incredibly low, only 11 HP, so but it is
Spike planted.
not the ideal situation for this defender side, knowing that the attackers are on an eco round. They are going to shoot down. But Sova's so far away here. Only 3 players on the side. And one immediately goes down. Get it out. And the op will
Last
be able to
player
get one. Nope,
standing.
the judge will outpeak. It's a 2v1 situation. But Killjoy doesn't have her utility. Boathouse will be cleared. No one's there. Sees that there's a movement towards stairs. Not able to get
Imagine
it.
if
Does
I
have to
died
stick onto
right
the bomb
now.
because there's not enough time. But Sova is playing the lineups and the judge comes out. 3K going over to Water Monkey and
Last
they will
player
go down,
standing.
but it is
Match
match point. And just a lot of thrifty performances going on from both sides. Seems like the defenders were going to try and capitalize and decrease the lead as much as possible on the fact that attackers were not able to buy all of them.
Alarm bot
But
out.
the
Placing
attackers played
swarm
that really
grenade.
well,
Can I
picked
get
up the
sex?
guns, get good picks.
Placing swarm
And an
grenade.
instant op shot coming out from the Reyna on towards tiles that will keep the defenders' hopes alive in that situation, but they're not playing aggressive towards the A side, just relying on this killjoy utility. And we are going to see potentially the Reyna peeking into some people here at mid top again. The dog will come out. He does shoot one, and they're going to wide swing off of it, and he will go down, not able to aim on that wide swing. Namja Vanessa all the way back here. He does
Spike
spot out
down,
the bomb. He's
attacker
going to play
spawn.
in their spawn.
One
and is able
enemy
to get
remaining.
another one, and Brimstone also getting a pick onto Sky. And but this final jet, she does have the op. Will choose to
Block in
the
sight.
Vandal. A 1v3 situation, but the bomb is just stuck all the way in their spawn. Maybe we'll choose to try and save the defenders, keeping it close here, even despite being at a very pressured match point. They keep it together,
30 seconds left.
get picks, and maybe taking it to another round here. Let's see what Naya can do in this situation. He's going to peek into this jet here.
No
He
charges
knows
left.
that she's coming back, but does look down at the
Revealing
round
area.
and will go down, and the defenders take another round. We'll be going to see another round. Really interested to see the buyouts here. Attackers once again being forced on a thrifty situation. So let's see if the defenders can not let them get this thrifty round and really try and close the lead here. Maybe take it to overtime onto this first map here so far. The defenders seem to be hovering more towards the A side. Only one holding B, the Sova, all by himself. And they are just going to run in, even if it is a third quarter, they're able to get side control so quickly. It may not look too great.
Now we're cooking.
They do instantly trade it out.
Spike planted.
Player, Killjoy on the attacker side, incredibly low. But they do already have side control. There is a rifle coming out onto the Sova. Real clear main, does get one. Enough to
Last player
and
standing.
last player standing, only the Killjoy in backside, only 50 HP.
Found them with wrong grenade
This
out.
classic pistol, what will he be able to do? Just try and stall out the time as much as possible, maybe get a kill. He's able to get one, but will be instantly traded out. And the defuse comes out for the defenders, making it 12-9. Match point still standing, but the defenders still going strong, keeping this game alive. And we do hear in all chat, Nabi saying, I am so tired of shotguns. And Water Monkey responding with hehe, because he is obviously one of those great shotgun users. Using the shotgun, even in those, especially in those close to medium range fights, with his movement, he's able to get those kills. And let's see what the bias are here. Everyone on a full gun run. And the Killjoy bot does not, will start doing some damage. He's dueling the bot here. Not able to pull it down still yet. He's still shooting at it, and finally the bot does go down. The 6th member of the attacker side finally pulled down. And they are going to aggress here with the sky blind, but Sky's blinded. Are they going to clear this angle? And he's just gonna get 2 here right on the speed. Will be able to get another one. He's not. Will be instantly traded out by on the Killjoy. But it's a 4v3 situation for the defenders, but it's a 3v3 situation now. But the Brimstone ultimate comes out able to get the Killjoy. It's a 2v3 situation for the defenders in a numbers advantage, and they also know that one is stuck into the main. So it is up to Water Monkey here, seeing what he can do on the site all by himself in this boat situation. But will instantly go down to the peak.
I'm out of stuff.
Sky all by himself, Pokeball. He's gonna try and peek this.
One
But a
enemy
really good
remaining.
hold angle by Umbra to stall out the time, and he will go down, and the final kill going over to Killjoy. And let's see what the econ situation looks like for the attackers now. They still are able to generally buy it out, so not too bad of a situation for them, but really good from the defenders just keeping this close still. And they have all the money in the world now to just do whatever they want, while the attackers are now the ones struggling to get guns on everyone.
There.
And if they're able to keep this momentum alive, overtime doesn't seem like a super distant reality. A lot of members hovering towards the A side here. We do have a lurk onto the B side. I
You
guess
should
they
run.
are choosing to switch it up, no longer play the incredibly aggressive side. But there is a lurk here, but Reyna able to get the kill here. That is so huge for them, having the numbers advantage, and so many people are just gonna play the middle of the map. Will Reyna be able to spot them here? And will be able to get one, will be able to trade out
Down mid.
and Jet will be able to get it. Jet
Found them.
is pushing on, but it's a 3v3 situation now, with the lurk coming in from Derek onto the middle of the site, and the updraft play, playing an off angle, and we'll be able to get that kill.
Spike
Playing
planted.
right behind Dices, will he be able to spot him out with the incorrect peak timing? Some coaches are down here,
enemy
but we'll be
remaining.
able to get to the instant spray transfer, and they know that one is mid. Breaking down the door, they know exactly where this Killjoy is, and if they just play it exactly like last time, maybe they'll be able to take this round. They're getting on the bomb already, and not in a really good situation to be able to hold the bomb. Maybe he just chooses to save. His team's econ is not ideal right now.
One enemy
And
remaining.
he does get one kill though. But the defender side econ is just too good, where that kill will most likely not be incredibly meaningful. We may see an overtime game here today. And the attackers, let's see what the maximum buyout they can have is right now. It seems like one player will not be able to be sitting on a rifle. But we do have jet with knives here. So that could be a little bit of a dangerous sign for the defender side, even if the attackers are unable to buy. To know that there is a jet with this ultimate
Get out of my
could
way.
really
Coming
change
back.
around the round.
Placing alarm bot.
And it's gonna get spotted out by the recon. but they only spot at one, and they are just going to expend the ultimate. But are you able to get really deep into the site here? Will he just spam the CT side? And the drone comes out at an incorrect timing. And they just go down, but so much damage coming in from the Killjoy utility, able to get one down, and is trying to aggress onto site, but so much damage done, and it's a 2v4 situation. Looking a little bit tough for the defender side, but they do have this Reyna Empress here, and there are two players on the attacker side who aren't incredibly healthy, but the Sky Dog doesn't come out. Who is spotted at the Reyna? They're just gonna have to watch out for this Empress play. The blind comes out from the Omen, and
Eddie, soldier.
Brimstone able to get this lead on towards Speedway and knows that there's one main. She can just place down the blind at a good timing and play towards a 2v2
Last player
situation
standing.
and move in to get one, but the Empress is still up, and he knows that there's one right in CT. Right in towards main, and a blind coming out from one out, he's able to get one, and he has to get onto the bomb. And the peak timing coming in from the Omen is gonna be so huge, but he's able to get the final kill. Does he have the defuse in time? He does not, and that's how the game is going to end. 1.7 seconds.
Attackers win.
Missing onto that final defuse, and that is it for map 1. An incredibly close matchup from both of these teams. A really great round at the end, but really good stalling out from Water Monkey towards the end to clutch out the game at the very end. Jiggle peeking to delay the defuse, and there you have it. There goes map 1, and we will be seeing everyone back for map 2. And with that, all the players are coming back into the call, and we will be discussing the logistics over for the next game.
Let's start at 10. DK, do you want to like go over the maps and everything?
Yeah. So, I believe last time Derek's team had the choice to. So team 4 had the decision to pick which map or which side they wanted to start on. So for map 2 or game 2, we can have team 3 decide whether they want to pick a map or a side. With that, we do have Fraction Split being banned, along with Neon being disabled for the tournament. So if team 3 can decide on whether they would like to pick the first side or the first map.
Hailey, that's you.
I'm sorry, what?
Hughes.
Do you want to pick a side first or the map for game 2?
I don't know. Does my team have any preferences? I don't know. Wait, let me deliberate with them.
So just let me know when there is a consensus made amongst the team. And at 10 we will be starting the second map, and the Q&A will be happening after our total best of 3, but
Okay, wait, so you said, like, the side or the map, right? Okay, we'll just do attack.
attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
We pick bind.
bind. So we do see Ascent bind coming in onto day 2 as well. So same maps as day 1.
Good luck, have fun.
Yep.
Good luck, have fun.
And with that we will be having a short break going all the way into 10 p.m. And as the players leave, everyone have a short break and return to us at 10 p.m. for our second match to begin. as it hits 10, we will be starting map 2 now on Bind. Good luck to both teams after that incredibly close game 1, and we'll be seeing what they can do on this new map. Choosing to start out on the same sides as the last game. And we do see once again the attackers all hovering the same agent before switching over to the agents that they actually intend on playing. Instant Viper pick coming out from the defenders. Maybe we'll see that one-way smoke onto the new bind change towards the shorter box in A short. And now Phoenix being hovered by all members of the attacker side. And let's see what the defender strategy is. No duelists are being hovered yet in this situation so far, with only Viper being locked in. Astra also comes out, and Jet once again coming out onto Richard maybe.
Select your agent.
And then we're going to have the lock-ins coming in from both sides. There you have it. We do see the attackers, same as last game, opting for 2 duelists, a controller initiator, and a sentinel. While on the other hand, we do have the defenders choosing to go with 2 controllers this time instead of 2 initiators. And since they are starting on the same sides, we'll be getting into this game just like this. Very curious to see if there were any role swaps amongst the teams. It does seem like there was a switch amongst the controller and sentinel roles on the defender side. Attacker side seems to be staying very consistent with their roles. But otherwise, seems to be incredibly similar as what they have to go.
Toxins going up.
We do see aggressing onto this B site here. 3 or 4 players of the defenders waiting here. Vanessa just goes down through the wall. So much damage coming out of that Viper, and they will get blocked by the site. They are able to get kills.
Spike
onto
down
the site.
B. One enemy remaining.
These frags, it's a 1v2 situation. Sova all by himself, but Jet running out of bullets. But the Sheriff is incredibly strong as a pistol, and he will get a 4K. That pistol round, very reliant just on aim duels, and the defenders are able to win right there. Then now we do have the attackers hovering onto the A site here. Let's see if this one will work out a little bit better. We don't have the one-way smoke by the Viper, but we do have one towards the box, so it won't be the easiest to attackers to entry in on that smoke. They do take damage from showers, but not having obviously shields, the Marshal will just kill with the body shot. Attackers, it does seem like they agreed to go for a full save here. Maybe try and get as many guns as possible was their strategy, and the let's see what they're going to try and do here with just these pistols. Not coming in, not gonna spot anyone on B, so we might see a lot of rotation more towards the A side, but no, the defenders are playing it incredibly patiently. Aries coming out with the Marshall, just so
Spike
much
down
damage.
A.
Classic Pistols not able to really get the job done. And once again, the run and
Last player
Aries is way
standing.
stronger, and the Marshall taking down players without any
30
armor.
seconds left.
And Namja Finesse, let's see what he can do. And he gets a quick flick onto Classic Pistol, we'll get one, and we'll get a dink as well. Able to break some shields off of the defenders, but other than that, incredibly difficult round as they just chose to completely save on the side of the attackers. And let's see what they're going to do here. Yep, with all the money that they saved, they're just going to be able to buy out towards this third round, while the defenders will just choose to bonus on to
That goes there.
the round. And let's see
This goes here.
what the attackers will try and do with this strategy. And Water Monkey on this camera will spot one out towards bomb.
My camera
Let's
is
see if the Ray
destroyed.
sees this camera, will, and take it out. And the blind comes out with this guy. And he does find out that there is at least someone here. Defenders, knowing that there are people all across the site, will just choose to keep it well separated. 3 on the B side, 2 on the A side. The bird goes down instantly, and there is a pick deep into the A side. And maybe the attackers are trying to aggress onto the A side, but so many people rotating from B to A. If the attackers just know this, maybe they could try and get a rotate over to B. Take the teleporter. So many players of the defenders just waiting here. All 4 members. They do just choose to completely invest, but the timing of the peak, able to get 2. And not able to get any kills
Blocking
on
sight.
the ultimate knives. It's a 2v4 situation, and the attackers, knowing that Raze
30
has just
seconds
worked
left.
the B site, will just push it. But a 2v3 situation now with that pick on towards the cubby on A site.
Spike planted.
And Jed's just gonna play this aggressively without the Cypher. And we'll push onto side. I don't know if they know that he's here.
No charges
And
left.
they don't. And an instant kill out from the Jet onto Brimstone. It's a 2v2 situation now. Watch
One enemy remaining.
But the attackers holding this really well. Steffi able to get the kill onto Richard right there on the Jet. And we are going to see
Cage trigger.
what can Water Monkey do in this 1v2 situation. He fakes a defuse, thinks that there's one long, will be checking it, knows that there's one elbow, but will get peeked out of hookah and will go down. And great job by attackers to capitalize on their gun round, while the defenders tried their hardest on their bonus, keeping it close even with the guns that they have. Let's see what the buyout is for both teams into this 4th round. We will see a little bit of a distributed buyout from the defender side, but they still do choose to force it. Having very little econ remaining after these purchases. And they are able to avoid the op on the A side. Will they just aggress here? And there is a spam, so much damage coming in, just spraying down the side of Hookah. Unsure if he just decided to spray hearing the noise or if he saw someone there. The Sova drone, not going to spot him out, but the nade maybe will do some damage. He's able to back off to behind. And there is a Jet with an up towards the back of CT, but it is smoked off. And let's see what they are going to try and do in this situation. The defenders having a numbers advantage from that pick. And 2 players from the defenders still here. And the attackers spraying through. They hear some, but they only hear one. But with that, it's enough to drag the Jet all the way over to the B side. And they're going to take the teleporter, which means the Jet will also quickly rotate over. Will Raze get the frag here? The Bucky
30
from
seconds
close
left.
range able to get that kill. He's able to get another one. onto the Bucky. He picks up the Vandal.
Last player
It's such
standing.
a tough situation for the attackers. It's a 1v4 situation. The op shot will not land. The spray transfer, but the bullets, not enough bullets to be able to get the kill onto the Astra. And wow, that performance on the Bucky. Just thought that not able to buy, he went for the Bucky, and it really paid off. Being able to get 2 critical kills there in U-Haul for the defenders to hold on to that site. And with that, now the attackers are the ones that the econ. We do hear jumping, and he just hears that noise of the jump and will just shoot, and does go down to the off shot through the smoke. And let's see what the attackers will do. They do have a numbers disadvantage and not the money, and they hear that the blind is right there. Chat holding very aggressively onto B side. Seems like A side is their best chance. The nade will be thrown in towards U-Haul, but it's in a safe enough angle where the sky will be unaffected, and the bird does come through. But it's just information to know that there are people there. But the Jet's holding close here in Hookah. Do they still think she's going to be here? They're going to peek into it and does go down. And they know that the op is here. But he just jumps up thinking that no one else is there and will go down. And that is an op going over to the attacker side. But still a 3v4 situation looking tough for them. There still is Cypher utility here waiting for them. And only 1 bullet on the operator. And not able to land the shot on the op, and he's going to try and spam that wall.
1 enemy remaining.
Sova able to get the kill. He went to CT and the headshot fast. Coming in for Steppy. Will able to get another one on the op. He's going to get scanned out by the op. And he's not going to land these shots, but he does switch over to classic pistol. And the spy cam that will go down now. But the cam is going to hit him again. It's a little bit of a tough situation. He's going to get peeked and just wallbanged here. And only 11 seconds remaining, and he has a op. Will he just choose to save, or will he try and aggress to get this round? Cypher knows on the cam that he's gonna play close, and Sky may be pushing here. On the close left, but he thinks it's on the right. And he's gonna try and no scope shoot, but it will not be landing. And there goes another round over to the defenders. But honestly, really tough situation for the Rays there. Being completely surrounded on the op. That really good Cypher cam to make sure that they had complete information of him, but he being at a range where they could not just peek, and he could not just peek and get picks off of them.
They crash against our wall.
Now we're going to see
Heading to the above.
the 6th round coming in. Spies coming in, pulling to both sides. But Astra will probably go down here to the Brimstone ultimate, instantly thrown into U-Haul. Thinking that someone was sitting in U-Haul, and indeed there was, and they will go down. Barely missing the dog, and the dog apparently cannot backtrack very well, and not able to get any stuns, trying to find that jet that he just happened to pass through that smoke. But they do have U-Haul control here, the attackers. It looks like a tough situation, a 3v4, but it immediately becomes into a 2v2 situation.
Down A. 1
by
enemy
both
remaining.
teams, but it's now a 1v2 situation, and Pacomo will clutch it out, getting 3 kills to the round, and seems to be looking for a gun, maybe the op that was lost, but unable to find it. And now we will have the attackers once again having to save. The defenders keeping it very consistent towards their strategy. Generally close into B with 3 towards A. Maybe they'll switch it up to 3 to B sometimes, but other than that, keeping it very consistent. And the immediate op pick onto Namja Finesser. Really don't want to be ego peeking those op angles. He has been doing a very similar strategy a lot of the rounds. Now that they know that there are some people long, it's gonna be very difficult to try and peek out this op. And we are going to see the attackers immediately teleport over to the A site, but so much utility dropped here. Will the Killjoy ultimate even be worth it? Pushes up to get the ultimate and try and plant the bomb. Is going for kind of a force here. And then the lockdown does go down. But luckily they do still retain the bomb. 5 players onto defenders all over here. So much damage onto this Brimstone, and the off shot
Strike
comes
down,
through.
last player standing.
And they do spot up the last player on the Sheriff, not able to get any. Jet getting 3 on the operator there that round. And we're gonna have to see what the attackers are just going to try and switch it up after that save round with a gun round coming out here now. Let's see what they're going to try and switch up to maybe change the momentum in this game so far. Being down 6-1 here so far on Bind. And no longer the Jet will be peeking here, but they are holding it again once again. But now she's wrong. The jump peek coming out and will not land the shots. A wise jump peek, and now they know information onto where the Jet may be holding with the operator. Good information to be playing for the attacker side. Probably trying to avoid that Jet as much as possible. Get that utility out, make sure that she doesn't get easy free shots onto them. And we do see some utility being dropped. The attackers also playing very spread out here. And the dog coming out, gonna go through hookah, will spot out 1 or 2 right outside hookah, so. But still there is a rotate over. Maybe because of them hearing the Brimstone, one does get blinded, and the defender's still playing it safe here. Choosing to keep 2 onto the B side. Oh, but the Killjoy doesn't go down to that op shot.
What's this? Fire!
He will switch over to the knives. Oh, but the Raze ultimate will not be able to launch in time before the Jet.
30 seconds left. Spike down.
So much
B.
damage coming in on the Judge.
One enemy
And that
remaining.
last kill. Namja Vanessa sitting here in elbow. Do they know that there's people in elbow? They do. And the Quantum able to get another one for his team, making it a 7-1 situation. Attackers a little bit more in a struggle into this map rather than their first one. Let's see if they can bring it back. But many people do say that Bind is not the most easy map to play when it comes to being on the defending side, so. And an instant peek out from the Viper to get that quick kill, quick pick. So huge. And the spline will come out on the sky. So much damage. And let's see what the defender will choose to do with this information and with this advantage in numbers. So much damage done to some of these players on the attacker side already. And Cypher just the only one holding on to B. And let's see if they do choose to aggress.
One enemy
But Viper
remaining.
ready here.
Spike
Markham
down
getting 2
A.
more in showers, and the last one, Sova, just waiting out here towards the B site.
Revealing area.
Just all by himself. Is going to scan out, but the Jet was just ready, holding with the operator. That is another round going to defenders, but the attackers obviously on an Ika. We're most likely not expecting a round there, and they are going to go for a full buyout. The defenders incredibly rich, all having guns. And let's see what is going to happen in this next round. And let's see if the attackers can try and turn it up. Gain the momentum back. See if they could try and go for a comeback like they tried to do in the first map. But this op is just so impressive right now. So many picks coming out from the defender side with the op and the rifles. Seems like the attackers just need to try and win some of these aim duels. They're going to peek and stop again. A little bit too slow, and the op will go down. We'll be taking one down. He spots even more. And they know that there's an op here. It's such a dangerous situation. Luckily, they're able to spot it out. We'll go fast. There's one in the smoke, but he's not able to get the pick. And he's holding on to the shorty here. If someone pushes here, there could be a kill going over to the Cypher once again. But let's see what happens here specifically in this situation. He will be able to get the dink, a lot of damage, but obviously will get traded out. He was incredibly low with just a shorty. And first situation for the attackers, it looks a little bit tough. The Viper just waiting here. But Wu gets spotted out. But he still gets one kill. He's able to get the second as well. Just ratting right by that teleporter, and he's able to clutch up the round for his team. The Brimstone Umbreon did spot him out, but was unable to finish it off. And let's see what the defenders are trying to try and do in this situation. The attackers, they're low on money. Getting whatever buy they can in this current situation. Probably enough so that they can buy into this last round of the half. But the attackers do take 2 here. There still is the 9-3 curse potential. But it seems like those hopes are getting a little bit decreased with that op pick coming out once again. Just so much they have to play around for the attackers. This op just doing so much. Steffi's just gonna try and get out and get away from this operator as much as possible. So much noise. And the attackers should know that there are some people onto the B side. Maybe if this Jet chooses to aggress into hookah, but will not, just plays on top of Jen safely. And I feel like this could be a really bad situation. There is a kill going over to bottom. And more damage.
Player standing.
Only one
Spike
player
down,
left. Sova with
Team
the Ares, but all the defenders coming in to try and deduce that much damage.
Last round before the switch.
Such a difficult situation. Will the attackers be able to take one more round before this half ends? They do have the money
Going
buy
to
out
Astro
the
to do
guns.
them Astro Guardian things I do.
Jet
Right
20
there.
and 3 on this operator, and
That'll work.
Vipers right behind 16 and 3.
That'll work.
Stellar performances
Out
from both
there.
of them. The attackers, they really need to play around this op a little better. A lot of hover towards the A side, a lot of utility being dropped. The ultimate drops into A Yuhal once again, and once again, Astra being caught out by the exact same ultimate. And let's see if the attackers are able to play around this really well. There is a Viper right on the left. Let's see if they are able to play this well. No, they're not, and the operator once again coming in doing so much damage. The Viper will get traded out, and the Sky will also go down. It's a 4v2 situation. They just play around this op well, but there is a quick flank by the Cypher. Will they be ready for this? That's another question. Let's see the timing in showers. We'll be able to get one. The timing was good enough. So much damage coming out there from that molly.
Last player standing.
This is the last person remaining, and good U-Haul control from the Brimstone, and the attackers are able to take the final round of the half.
Switching
Let's
sides.
see if things will turn up for them in the second half. Really good utility usage coming in. That Brimstone ultimate doing so much damage, taking so much space for the team, and being able to get that pick with the utility. And now, the attackers flipped onto the defense side. Let's see if they're a little bit better in this half. Try and bring this game closer. Try and take this to a map 3. Try and qualify for the finals to meet and perform head to head against Team 2, who also had an incredible strong showing yesterday.
Revealing area.
And with that, we do have progress on towards this site. Namja Finesser holding here. Will he be able to get the kill? He does. Will he be able to get one? He gets
Spike
another one,
planted.
and another one coming out from his teammate on the Killjoy, but the bomb does go down.
One
The attackers
enemy
only
remaining.
2 left and 1 left. Right behind Triple, they know where he is. He's in his Astra form. It's a 3-1 situation, and Namja Finesser able to get the last one as well, and that is a 3K going over. Incredible hold of the U-Haul and the defenders. It seems like they really are here to win. Going to try and take this map back for them. The second half is theirs, is what they're trying to say. Trying to make a statement with that one, and they will instantly going out for the aggressive buys to really try and keep this momentum going.
Turret out.
And let's see if
Let's make them dance.
the attackers can try and take this one. Really get complete control. So much damage coming onto the Jet here, and he's just holding with the Judge here. I don't see a situation where this Jet will be able to win the situation, and yeah, Ray's able to quickly get one. And so much Yuta coming out from the Astra to just get his team onto site into the elbow. They're just going to spray, but one will be traded out, but the Marshal gets 2. It's a 2v4 situation for the attackers, and they did a lot to completely save. There is just one right under Hookah, but do they know about this? Is the question. With the right lurk, there could be a couple of free kills coming out for the attackers, and maybe the situation will be a little bit easier for them. The plant coming out. But he will get spotted out by the recon arrow into that cubby and just gets sprayed down by the Ares. Lasso only having a classic pistol will go down into 2 and a 4K going down for not Josh on the Sova, winning it out for his team using the Marshal and the Ares. And there you have it. The defenders really trying their hardest to come back into this one. They have the momentum, they have the money, they have the econ. Keep it going, and they're going to really say that they want this game to go on longer. They're here to go to a map 3. They want that map 3. They want to win here today, despite this huge lead by the attackers right now. And let's see what the buyouts will be. Attackers choosing to go for the full buy. Defenders choosing not to force it, but actually go with the bonus. Allotting to prioritize eco a little bit in this next round, knowing that they will be at a slight gun disadvantage. Let's see what they try to do, but only 2 players onto the B side, 3 on towards A. That dog is not going to really spot too many. It's like a little bit tough situation for the defenders. Let's see if any of them meet here. And we're going to see if this garden hold is going to make oh, but not able to get the kill with the Judge, but a lot of damage still done. The Judge obviously not ideal from that type of range.
Spike planted.
The attackers at complete control over site. Playing these off angles. Let's see if potentially they get caught out with the utility here. The arrow instantly coming out. And they're going to get the kill onto Pakumo. It's a 4v4 situation now, 4v3 situation. The defenders are really trying to take this one back. They completely lost control of site. Attackers are now the ones coming out of site, but 2 playing into Hookah. It's a 2v3 situation. Both players incredibly low on towards the defenders, and the attackers are able to clutch out that final one. And the attackers, with their gun buy round, trying to take back control of this game, trying to close it out, trying to make sure that this lead does not get decreased anymore. And let's see.
This goes here.
What the defenders are going to do. They do have the econ
That
to
goes
probably
there.
buy out on most of their players. They indeed do, but a little bit of
Here.
a light buy coming in from some players. While the attackers are able to have full buy, the defenders are able to hold a good strategy though.
Get him.
Their buyout is good enough
You are divided.
to still take a round. And quick utility usage coming out from the defenders to stop the attackers' push, but the attackers are trying to make their move onto the A site. So much utility coming out the Astro Wall. So difficult to play around for them. Killjoy trying to hold this U-Haul push as much as possible. There will be a stun on to some of the players, but still a 5v5 situation. The defenders still have a chance at this retake. The attackers falling back on towards Showers and Short. The bomb is planted in a position where they can play for this. And an instant frag coming out towards the U-Haul push. They were expecting it. And scans coming out, but will go down. And they know that no one's on site. They're just gonna have to hold this short push, but so much utility coming out. That's so much damage, but the defuse is still coming out. Will the defuse come out? And the clutch comes out. Even if all plays on the defenders go down, they're able to completely just stick to the fuse. And through all that utility, take that round. They're able to steal it, clutch it right under the attackers' noses. But now, the biggest concern coming in for the defenders should be their econ. Even with that round win, so many players going down, all 5 actually going down, a little bit harmful to their buyouts, but it does seem like most of the players still getting to get some form of gun that they want. Judge, Ares, Phantom, along with the heavy shields. If they're able to hold the right angles, they're definitely guns that could still secure rounds. And deficit decreased. The defenders able to already take 3 rounds in the half while the players take 1. But the attackers taking a quick entry on, but the Ares able to get one, a quick pick, and that slows down the attackers so much. Knowing that the jet is down, they don't have any priority or possession of this site, and they may have to just back off here a little bit. They're playing a little bit safe. Spike all alone towards Showers, so with this peek, and if the defenders are able to spot out the spike towards this teleporter, it looks really good for the defenders then. And playing it off on the boxes, but noise is being made. They probably do hear him in hookah, but there still is a slight lurk on towards the A side, and the instant teleport comes out. But holding here with the judge is stepping on the raise. Will Astro about to clear this corner? He's not, and he's gonna go down, and that is the bomb. And the Vandal going over to this raise, and the attackers just in such a bad situation. Only 3 players up, and the spike is down.
Cage triggered.
Just what are they going to do in this situation? And chasing with the judge, but so much damage coming in from Water Monkey, but Steffi able to trade out another one. It's a 2v2 situation, but 2 players on the defenders incredibly low, but the spike is down in Showers and they just don't have the time. Maybe they will just choose to save. We do have 2 players potentially meeting onto the B site here. They're going to peek each other, and so much more damage coming in from the Killjoy, but Viper was just more healthy and will be able to get that kill, and we will be going on to another round with the defenders taking it. The match being closed down slowly even more. 4 rounds being taken from the defenders after only 2 in their first half. And let's see what the buyouts will be coming in right here. Attackers once again going for a more aggressive buy. They do have the money to do so, while the defenders, even if they are winning these rounds, so many players going down, harmful to their economy, being forced to just go for force buys every round, but it has been working for them, so it doesn't seem too bad. Their performance on guns like the Ares and the Judge have been really strong. Really good positioning for these guns and these loadouts. One will be spotted out towards backside. The dog does see Brimstone. The cons will come out, but there is one lurk towards A, and pushing up aggressively is the Jet, but not able to get one. He still has a dash, but just chooses to drop the smoke and will get out safely. He has the Marshall. He dashes out to safety now. And a hold by Killjoy on the Ares here. There is the blind comes out, but there's 3 players here. They could peek into the Ares, not a good situation, but they are able to get it. The Dink still coming out, a lot of damage coming out, and let's see if this Brimstone is able to do a lot of damage with so many teleports coming out, and let's see if the Sova is able to hold here on his own. And they forget to completely clear, and he gets 2 spikes down once again, but Jet's already in U-Haul. I don't think the defenders know about this, and this could be really critical for their team. But bomb, they are going to go for bomb position.
30 seconds left.
But not Josh holding the Showers incredibly well with the bomb, and there's 2 players still left, one towards short and one towards U-Haul. They finally spot out the U-Haul player. One of the defenders does go down, but they do have bomb control in showers and a numbers advantage. It looks like an incredibly tough situation, but they're able to get the pick on to the Sova, and they're going to just
10
run into
seconds
showers.
left.
Maybe Jet might be
Last
better just
player
playing it off
standing.
safe, but he is able to get it out, and the nade coming out. If the bomb plant doesn't
Spike
come out,
planted.
but it is able to, and even if Jet is incredibly low, it is a 2v1 situation, and he is getting picked up by so much damage. Will Steffi be able to clutch this out for his team to make it, to avoid the match point all this time? And the knife's coming out with the updraft,
One
but
enemy
the
remaining.
Satchel is going to get the kill, but this Viper ultimate, it's so oppressive in this situation. He's going to Satchel in towards the triple box. He knows that there's one pick for a shower, but obviously Viper has the Pika's advantage in her own pick, and Quackamole able to clutch it out, and the attacker is
Match
finally
point.
able to break the defender's streak. And it is match point going in for the attackers. But the defenders aren't out of this quite yet. They are going to go for their force buys. Does look a little bit tough with that ghost hold, but they do have 2 players on rifles, so maybe we'll see if they're able to play really well around their util and picks and have good positioning to be able to get a round here. Still not completely impossible for the attackers, and the attackers are going to hover towards the B side slightly. One player lurking towards A. Only one player sitting on B for the defenders, and they do hear the dog coming in with all of the utility from Astra. The dog's not gonna spot the raise. And will the Ares just spam? Will choose to spam, but not able to connect onto anyone yet. And the attackers, maybe they're gonna try and make a switch over onto the A side. The only one here is the Killjoy on the Ghost, but she rotates over to B, and A is completely open. The Killjoy ultimate isn't even up, and that Sky ultimate information is so huge, and the attackers just get a free take onto the A side, it seems. And they do hear the bomb being
Spike
planted,
planted.
but it's too late, and but the defenders, fear not, they do have 3 ultimates to play around, so they are not completely out of this one. And the Killjoy ultimate comes out to push the attackers off of the site as much as possible, but they do have to be a little bit worried. But will they be able to spot out anyway? It does catch one, and the kill does come out onto the Astra, but a little bit of tough situation of 4v4, and time is totally going down, and they are able to get a pick with the pistols into showers. It's a 3v3 situation. Will he also be able to get this pick? No, he's not. The pistol is making it so much
Last
tougher.
player standing.
And last player standing, but only has a ghost, and the judge is coming from behind, and that
Attackers
is
win.
game 2 coming to an end here. A 2-0 victory for Team 4 over Team 3. And there you have it. With that, we have the matches ending for today. Really good performances coming in from both teams. GG indeed. Team 3 really trying their hardest to bring it back together in that second half. Had a lot of good holds, but the fact that they were so behind, it just made it so hard to manage economy for them, and it seemed like to be a really big factor into why they might have lost today's game. Really great performance from both teams though, and we will be seeing them perform tomorrow in their 3rd place match and their finals match respectively. And Lincoln does say shout out to Ryan, and as continued from the league games, yes, once again a shout out to Ryan. Shotguns are gonna show up in my nightmares now. There were a lot of shotgun usages in that game, indeed. And with that, with all the players here, I guess we could move it on to the questioning segment over here. Lincoln, if you have any questions, feel free to ask for any of our players here today based on their performances, any plays you had questions about, anything you noticed maybe.
To be honest with you, it was really hard to watch the games when controlling the camera. But ooh, there was one play on the Ascent map that I was talking to Derek about briefly. What was your guys' plan when you did that Killjoy fake on B?
Oh, we were
Towards the end of
supposed
that
to.
game?
We were supposed to have one more person A main, but 3 people went in.
I think
Ah,
our
I got
goal
it.
was to make use of all their util when they drop it on B, to rush A and get site control.
Gotcha.
There was a little bit of miscommunication that round.
Right. I do have a question for actually player Diane here, David.
Yeah.
So regarding those brimstone ultimates that landed onto Bind, that happened twice in a row. What was going through your mind when that happened with those brimstone ultimates?
Oh. I just forgot that she had Prim ult. I'm not gonna lie. They literally, my whole team told me. I don't know. Turn my brain off.
I see. Thank you so much for your response. It was quite entertaining to see that happen twice in a row. Yep. And on the flip side, if Richard or Nayu can also unmute here and respond to a question. Really strong performance.
Hello.
Really strong performance on the Jet, especially on the second map. Is the operator your gun on this map? You know, what was going through your head while like you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this up, and then you picked a lot of aggressive angles, got so many picks off of it.
Well, it's because we had the eco, so I thought it wouldn't hurt to buy. And typically, if I lose the op, then I just go back to playing rifle, and I had the eco to do that. But I didn't lose the op, so I just tend to peek out. But I expected them to kind of like punish me for that. They did that once, but like it was nice because we had mid control a lot of the times.
Alright, thank you so much for your response. Really stellar performance on the op. Got a lot of picks off of it. Obviously, your team was able to capitalize off of that really well.
Yeah, my team was great.
And then on to the other side, like to ask Steppy or Steph a question if he can unmute here as well.
Yeah.
Yes, so for that last round on the Ascent, it was so close. You got so many kills with the Empress, able to get the resets. You're on the bomb, just 1 or 2 seconds short. Like, how did you feel about that whole play, that whole moment, and like, how were you feeling while going through all of it? It must have been like really stressful, and like you must have been so nervous.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought I got half, but I didn't, so I was just unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone was saying here like, oh, if he just got half, he totally would have gotten it, and some people thought like, you actually already halved it.
Yeah, I thought I did, but it's all good.
But yeah, really good performance on the last round to really try and bring it back. So many
Thank
kills
you.
on that last round. That flick away from the Sky Flash also incredibly impressive.
Thank you.
And then my last question actually would like to go to Ash or Nabi here.
Oh, hello?
Hello. A lot of comments about the judge. So, what is your opinion of shotguns been and towards after playing today's matches?
I mean, personally, I'm bad at using shotguns, so if you can use them, kudos to you. But if I die to them a lot of time, it can be kind of tilting, not gonna lie. But honestly, John's like control over the map, just running down with the judge, it was impressive. So I can't be too mad at that.
Thank you so much for your response. And let's go on to the flip side. John or Water Monkey, if you would unmute yourself and respond to a question as well. Hello. So, really good performance. Obviously, really good use of the heavies and the shotguns as you usually do. So,
Thank you.
Did Did you ever consider going back to a strategy where you would bind your space key to your shoot so you could jump and shoot with your shotgun?
I'm not doing that ever again. I'm sorry. Only on Split, but they banned Split.
Was Split a map you were looking forward to maybe playing? And is it a map that your team will
Definitely.
probably try and play if it doesn't get banned?
Most definitely.
Alright, well, thank you so much, everyone, for your responses. Really fun match coming in from both teams. Especially that first match was really close, really fun to watch. And thank you everyone for coming, and hopefully everyone shows up tomorrow as well for their third place and finals match as well. And we'll be really excited to see what performances come out from all of you tomorrow as well.
GG.